Hi guys, our next topic is tension force and pulleys. Previously we did problems in Newton's laws of motion for the topic normal contact force. I think you did those problems. So now let us go into this one, tension force and pulleys. Okay, after doing these problems, after going through this class, damn sure I will promise you that these problems will become easy for you than before. Okay, see, as usual I am starting this class with easy problem. Okay, see, no need to fear regarding physics problems. What I told you before, just analyze the problem carefully, then later go for the FBD and how to choose the system properly, and take care while drawing forces. Whatever forces are acting on the system by the external objects which are not present within the system, you should consider only those forces, and you should not draw the forces acting on the body by the other bodies present within the system. Take care regarding that one. Okay, so here our first question is, the blocks of masses 2, 3 and 5 kg are connected by light inextensible strings as shown. The system of blocks is raised vertically upwards by applying a force 200 newtons. Find the common acceleration and tension in the strings. Okay, you have to find tension and common acceleration. See here, these strings are light and inextensible, means these are massless strings. Okay, so let us choose the system like this. These 3 blocks and these 2 strings, we are choosing them as a single system. See, once we choose them as a single system, let us draw the draw FBD. What is the FBD here? FBD of entire system. Entire system is made as a point object now. So what is the mass of this point object here? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10 kg. This is 10 kg. So what are the forces, external forces acting on the system chosen here, on this 10 kg mass? This is our system which is made into this point mass. See, now this force F equal to 200 newtons is an external force or not? It is external force. So take this one, F equal to 200 newtons is external force acting in upward direction. And any other forces here on the system, any other forces are acting? Gravitational force. Gravitational force is also an external force. So what is the gravitational force here? 10 kg, no? So 100 newtons. Mass is 10, force is mg. So mg equal to 10 into 10, so that is 100 newtons acting downwards. So what is the acceleration here? This is pulled up, no? Upward force 200 newtons is greater than downward force. Okay, so what is the acceleration here? F net equal to ma. What is F net? 200 minus 100 equal to, what is mass here? 10 into what is a? So 100 equal to 10 therefore a equal to 10 meter per second square. So the common acceleration is 10 meter per second square. So each and every block here, they are having common acceleration 10 meter per second square. Got it? Yes, simple. Next, our target is to find tension in the ropes. Now see, how many ropes are there? This is rope 1, this is rope 2. From one end point to another end point, we should consider as a rope. So this rope starts at this point, ends at this point. It is in contact with another block. No, again this rope starts at this point, ends at this point. So there are 2 ropes here. So there are 2 tension forces, 2 different tension forces in the 2 ropes here. So for example, in this rope, let the tension force be T1. In this force, in this rope or in this string, let the tension force be T2 here. So now let us find T1 and T2 here. T1 equal to how much and T2 equal to how much? Okay, now let us take T1. T1 corresponds to which rope? This rope. So let us take this 2 kg body FBD of 2 kg block. Make it as point mass here. This is 2 kg. On this 2 kg, what are the external forces now? So now this is the system chosen here. So all the forces are, all the forces due to other bodies are external forces only. So this force is already an external force. F equal to 200 newtons is an external force, as well as here this T1 acts in this direction. No, this rope pulls this block downward direction. So now this rope is an external object because our system is only this block. So now this rope is an external object. So this force tension T1 is applied on this system by external force. Therefore this is, we have to take this one as this is a T1. Generally students, you forget drawing, at times you forget to draw this gravitational force on this one after drawing T1. That's why I previously also several times I cautioned you to first draw mg, gravitational force. This is 20 newtons here because 2 kg 2 into 10 is 20 newtons, and later you can draw this T1. So first always you draw gravitational force, otherwise damn sure you will forget to draw that one. Okay, now on this 2 kg mass, upward force is 200 newtons, downward force is, gravitational force is 20 newtons, it is external force, and tension T1 is also external force. So this is the case now, and we know this 2 kg mass is having upward acceleration A equal to how much? 10 meter per second square. So what does it mean here? Upward force is greater than sum of upward forces is greater than sum of downward forces. That means 200 minus 20 minus T1 equal to net force F net equal to MA. So let me write here, otherwise F net equal to MA. What is net force here? Since acceleration is upwards, upward force is greater than downward force. So 200, let me rub this one. F net equal to MA here, 200 minus 20 newtons minus T1 equal to 20 newtons. So T1 equal to this, come this side, 160 newtons. What it? So T1 is 160 newtons. So to find T2, this is 5 kg block. You can take 5 kg block here. If you take 3 kg block, you should draw one more T1 here. Here T2, again gravitational force. Okay, 2 tension forces and 1 gravitational force. So let us take this 5 kg block here. Let us take this 5 kg block, FBD of 5 kg block. So upward force is how much? T2. Downward force, upward T2, downward force is 50 newtons. Mass is 5 kg. So mg equal to 15 newtons here. It is having acceleration A equal to 10 meter per second square upwards. Therefore, applying F net equal to MA, T2 minus 50 equal to 50. That implies T2 equal to 100 newtons. So while T1 equal to 160 newtons, T2 equal to 100 newtons. Simple problem. So nothing new is needed here. Whatever we knew before, we can apply that one. Simply drawing the FBD properly, enough problem will be very easy for us. See, look at this one. Question number 2. In the arrangement shown, find the acceleration of each block, tension in the string, and a reaction in the pulley. The string and pulley are light. Light means massless. Here M1 is greater than M2. This block is M1, M1 is greater than M2. Neglect the friction on the pulley. Okay. So let us solve this. Let us solve. First let me do considering each of these blocks as separate bodies, and first I will solve them. Later I will take this entire system as a single body and I will do. Okay. Method 1. So FBD of M1. See here, string is like this, no? So since this is the light string or massless string, tension everywhere in the string is same, no? So tension in this part of string is T, tension in this part of string is T. So here the tension acting on this block M1 is T here. Here the tension acting on block M2 is also T2. Here on the pulley it acts downwards, this is T, and on the pulley at this point this is T. Got it now? Sorry, right. So since this is a massless rope, everywhere tension is same here. Since this is massless and frictionless pulley, the tension on this side of rope is same as the tension on this side of rope here. On either side of the pulley, the tension will be same in the rope parts. So okay, got it now? So FBD of M1. So let me take this M1 here. Shall I take it as a point mass? Yes, let me take this one as a point mass. This is M1. What are the forces acting on M1 now? Upward force, tension T, downward force, M1G, gravitational force. Any other force is there? Non-contact force, gravitational force and act on every body. We have to draw that one. So, and this block is in contact only with this rope here. So, only this force is acting on this one. So, upward force is T, downward force is M1G. And here, since this M1 is greater than M2, M1 moves down while M2 moves up. Suppose if this is having an acceleration A, this is also having an acceleration A, because the length of the rope is fixed here, it is constant, does not change. How much distance M1 moves, that same distance M2 has to move up. With what velocity M1 moves down, with the same velocity M2 moves up. With what acceleration M1 moves down, with the same acceleration M2 has to move up. It is constrained motion, okay. Go to the theory part once. If you didn't go to the theory part, look the theory part and again come to the problems here, okay. Right now, so acceleration A is downwards here. What is the equation? Here the equation is, see, downward acceleration means this force is greater than this force. So the equation is M1G minus T equal to M1A. This is 1. Got it? We made one equation. Let us see, this is equation 1. Let us take this one, FBD of M2. What is FBD of M2? I am making this one as a point object. This is M2. M2 upward force T is acting, downward force gravitational force M2G is acting, and its acceleration is upwards. So what is the force equation here? F net equal to Ma. So what is F net here? T minus Mg equal to T minus M2G equal to M2A. So this is equation 2. Now from 1 and 2, let me write here. T minus M2G equal to M2A. This is equation 2. Now we can solve these equations and we can get whatever we want. See, here two variables are there. One is T, we have to find unknown quantities. We have to find T, we have to find A, we have to find. So one equation is not sufficient. So two variables means we have to get two mathematical equations. So we are ready with two mathematical equations here, right? So let us add these two. 1 plus 2 implies TT cancels here. M1 minus M2G equal to M1 plus M2 into A. This implies A equal to M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into G. So we got A here. This is the common acceleration. Okay, this is the acceleration of each block. This block is moving down with this acceleration. This block is moving up with the same acceleration here. So one thing is over. Next, what is T here? Substitute this value. We can get T now. So M1G minus T, or let us take T outside here, T that side, T equal to M1 G minus A, that equal to m1, sorry, let me write this one separately, m1g minus m1a. So this is equal to m1g minus m1a is m1 into m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g here. So this m1g, let us take constant here, m1g. So 1 minus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. So this is equal to m1g, say m1 plus m2 minus m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2. So this is equal to m1g into this one cancels, 2m2 by m1 plus m2. So this is equal to 2m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is t here. Got it, guys? This is simple. Okay, let us jump to next question. See, we were asked to find reaction on the pulley. No, what is the reaction force here? See, this pulley, on this pulley two forces are acting. Tension here, here one more tension. But this pulley is in rest or not? Why, if two forces are acting downwards, so no gravitational force is acting on the pulley because this is massless. Okay, but two tension forces are acting on this pulley. If any force acts on any body, the body has to attain some acceleration. No? Force is cause of motion because. So this pulley also has to be pulled down, but it is rest. Means what? These two tension forces are being balanced by some other force. And what is that force here? One more string is there. So the tension in the string is applying an upward force on this pulley to counterbalance these two forces. So to counterbalance these two forces, what must be the force here? This is 2t here. So this is 2t. Therefore, reaction force on the pulley are equal to 2t. Got it? Yes. Guys, in the previous problem, I forget to deal the second method. Otherwise, no, now I will deal that one in here. Okay, I will deal regarding the two methods here. First method is taking the FBDs of individual bodies. It is okay, and the second one is taking all these things. First, let me do this method 1. Before that, what is question here? The pulley is light and smooth. The strings are light and inextensible. Not only massless strings, they must be inextensible. Okay, they must be rigid. Their length should not change. If the string is applied by a tension force, it should not extend like our shoelace. If you take our shoelace and if you apply force, what happens? There is a little extension in the shoelace. That should not happen here. These are perfectly, they are inextensible and light. They are ideal strings, okay? Otherwise, we cannot apply in this case. We cannot apply the Newton's laws as usual in this case here. See, now method 1. So as usual, what do we have to find here? The acceleration of each block, the tension in the strings, and the reaction in the pulley. We have to find these things here. So how many ropes are there? First, how many pulley systems are there here? Only one pulley system is there. How many ropes are there? 2 ropes. This is one rope. This is from here to here to here. This is second rope. First rope, second rope. So first rope, let us draw the tension forces. In first row, let us consider tension is T1 here. So on this block it is upwards. On 3 kg block, T1 is downwards. And here on 3 kg block, due to this rope, what is the tension force? T2, because that is rope system 2. Okay, and on this block, T2. Here on this pulley, T2. On this pulley here, T2. Okay, now FBD of 5 kg. What is FBD of 5 kg? Let us take 5 kg as a point mass. So what are the forces? T1 upwards, 50 newtons downwards. What is 50 newtons? Gravitational force. And here one more thing, see in which direction the blocks move here. Since on this side of pulley 8 kgs mass is there, on this side of pulley only 2 kgs is there, so these blocks move down with an acceleration A. If these two blocks move down with an acceleration A, whatever this block, it has to move up with the same acceleration, because the lengths of the ropes do not change here, they do not change. Okay, so here this acceleration is downwards. Let us make the equation. So downward force 50 minus T1 equal to 5A. We got one equation, got it? Now FBD of, let us take 3 kg mass. Kg. So what is the upward force here? Now here tension T2 upwards, tension T1 downwards, and also gravitational force of this one. So how many forces are acting? Due to this string T2 upwards, due to this string T2 downwards, and one more thing is gravitational force. How much? 30 newtons. So what is the acceleration? Downwards. That is A. So what is FBD? What is the equation here? Let me write here. So T1 plus 30 minus T2 equal to 3A. This is equation 2. We got second equation, right? Now FBD of 2 kg. So let me take 2 kg as a point mass as usual. 2 kg mass, upward force T2, and downward force only gravitational force is there, that is 20 newtons. So the equation is, and acceleration is upwards, be careful, acceleration is upwards. So T2 minus 20 equal to 2A. We got 3 equations. Now we can solve these equations for T and A. So we made 3 equations. Now we have to find, what we have to find now? T1 equal to how much? T2 equal to how much? Reaction force, common acceleration A equal to how much, as well as reaction force on the pulley R equal to how much. First let us find, solving these equations. 2 and 3 implies T1 plus 30, T1 plus 30 minus T2. Okay. Let us add these two so that we can vanish T2, and later we can tackle 1 and 2. 2 plus 3 implies T1 plus 10 equal to how much? 5A. Okay, already equation 1 is 50 minus T1 equal to 5A. Now these two, adding these two, 60 equal to 10A, A equal to 6 meter per second square. We got acceleration here. So we got acceleration. Therefore T1 equal to how much? T1 equal to 71, that side 50 minus 5 into 6, that equal to 50 minus 30 equal to 20 newtons. T1 equal to 20 newtons. Similarly T2 equal to 20 plus 2 into A, 12, that equal to 32 newtons. See, in this way we can solve. So in method 1 I took each and every object as single entity, as a system, as a separate system. So now let us deal method 2. See what happens here in method 2. Method 2. In method 2, what I am doing is I am taking this entire rope, this 2 kg block, this rope, this 3 kg block, this rope, this 5 kg block as a single system. So when I take this one as a single system, now what we have to draw after choosing system, what we do generally, we draw forces acting on the system. Suppose if this is a block, suppose we choose a block here like this, if a force F1 is acting rightwards, a force F2 is acting leftwards, and suppose if this is having acceleration here rightwards, what does it mean? From here we write F net equal to ma, mass of this one is m. What is F net here? F1 minus F2, F1 minus F2 equal to ma. Same as what we did there, that will be done here also. Here this force F1 is pulling this body and this is opposing it. So what is net force? F1 minus F2. So what is total mass? Mass of the system is total mass. What it know? Now see here. What is, I am choosing this one as system now. What is the total mass of the system here? Total mass of the system m equal how much? 10 kg. What is the net pulling force here? Net pulling force. Here F1 minus F2 no? In which direction the body is successfully pulled? That force minus other force. So here which force is pulling this one? Here the tension forces are internal forces now. Since we have taken this one as a system, our system now includes all these blocks as well as these ropes here. So the tension forces due to the ropes, they are not external forces now, instead they are internal forces. So no need to bother about the tension forces here. So we have to consider the external forces. What is the only external force here in this case? That is gravitational force. Okay. So what is net pulling force? Here these two blocks are coming down and this block is going up, and gravitational force is successfully pulling these blocks downwards and this is going up now. So this gravitational force on this part minus gravitational force on this part, because gravitational force is failed, it is failed in pulling this one downwards. Gravitational force actually tries to pull the bodies in downward direction. Here it is success. Here this force is trying to pull this block rightwards. This force is, while this force is trying to pull the block leftwards, which is successful here. This force is successful. So therefore this force minus successful force minus unsuccessful force. Here this part of gravitational force is successful in pulling this downwards, while this part of gravitational force, it has failed. Okay, the body is moving up. While the gravitational force is trying to pull this body downwards, it is moving up. So here it is failure. Success minus failure, F1 minus F2. Same thing here. So what is the total gravitational force here? So what is total mass? Here this mass of the string is negligible. Therefore, you have to consider mass here 5 kg plus 3 kg, that is 8 kg. Therefore, 80 newtons successful force minus here how much mass is there? 2 kg. What is the gravitational force on this? 20 newtons minus 20 newtons. So this is equal to 60 newtons. So what is common acceleration now? So we know what we know, F net equal to ma. What is F net? 60. 60 equal to what is m? 10. What is a? A we have to find a, no? Therefore a equal to 6 meter per second square. See which one is easy? This is very easy than that, no? There we have considered 3 objects separately, made 3 mathematical equations, solved 2 equations and found a. Here simple. Total mass, total net force, external force, that is pulling the objects here. Simple. F net equal to ma. Common acceleration a equal to 6 meter per second square. How simple it is? Yes. Now once we get the acceleration, so what else we have to find here? T1. So next our target is T1. So we have to take FBD of 5 kg block here. This is a 5 kg block. So now this tension force is external force or internal force now, because our system ends, this is our system. Whatever object, now this string is outer object. So outer object is applying this force T1. So we have to consider this T1. This T1 is an external force. It is not internal force. Got it? And okay, only one contact force is acting on this 5 kg block. What is another external force here? Gravitational force. How much? 50 newtons. What is its acceleration? A equal to 6 meter per second square downwards. Now what is the force equation here? 50 minus T1 equal to 5A, no? 30. Therefore T1 equal to 30 comes this side, 20 newtons. 20 newtons. Got it? Next, what else you want? Now we have to find T2 here. T2 here also, T2 is acting, but don't take this one. Several forces are acting on 3 kg block. Here it is free. It is being acted upon only T2. Okay, and another one is gravitational force. So let us take 2 kg mass here for T2. Now T2 equal to how much? So let us take 2 kg. So here upward force is T2 external force, downward force is 20 newtons. Its acceleration is upwards. How much? A equal to 6 meter per second square. So what is the force equation? Acceleration is upward means T2 minus 20 equal to 12. T2 equal to 20 goes that side. This is 32 newtons. Simple. Simple or not? Next, we have to find reaction force. No, tell me here, reaction force. Reaction force acts on this pulley like this. So 1 T2, 1 T2, 2 T2s are pulling this downwards. Therefore reaction force R equal to 2 T2, that equal to, what is T2 here? 32 newtons. So reaction force equal to 64 newtons. Got it? How simple it is. Okay, next question is, the strings are inextensible and light. The pulleys are smooth and light. This one repeats in each and every question. Find the acceleration of each block and tension in the strings. So what is acceleration and tension in the strings here? Acceleration and tensions. So do you want me to consider each and every block separately, or shall we consider all these blocks and ropes as a single system? Okay, I think if you are thorough enough, we can go through that method. If you are not thorough enough, we can go with this one. So I think we can go with that one here now, right? So now this is a smooth surface, 2 pulleys, fixed pulleys here. This mass 3 kg, 5 kg, 3 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg here. So this one moves down with acceleration A. So this one moves up with acceleration A, and this one 2 kg block moves with acceleration this one, like this. So their acceleration is common acceleration because here the length of this rope is fixed, here the length of the rope is fixed. They are constrained. So they are constrained in such a way that they are having common acceleration here, right? So now what is total mass here? I am taking this entire, all these blocks and strings as a single system here. Let this be pulley system 1, let this be pulley system 2. So here tension force is T1 here. So this is one rope now. So tension force is T1 here. Here it is T1. This is rope 2. Here tension force is T2. On this block here tension force is T2. Got it? On this pulley T1. Here T1. Here on this pulley T2. Here T2. Okay, tension force on this block T1, on this pulley T1, 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 T2, 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 T2. Got it now? So what is total mass of the system here? 10 kg. Now what is the net force, net pulling force here? So this part. So the gravitational force acting on this part is successfully pulling this one downwards, while the gravitational force acting on this one is not capable of pulling this rope system in this direction. So this force minus this force. So what is this force here? What is gravitational force acting on 5 kg block? 15 newtons. Here 13 newtons. So what is net force? 50 minus 30 newtons. So this is equal to 20 newtons. This 20 newtons of force is pulling how much mass? 5 kg. It is pulling 5 kg block. It is pulling 2 kg block. It is pulling 3 kg block. So total mass is 10 kg. Net pulling force is 20 newtons. Why? Because there is no contribution from this block here. Only the gravitational force of this one and the gravitational force of this one, they are only involved here in this case. Okay. So what is acceleration here? F net by m. What is F net? 20 by 10 is equal to 2 meter per second square. Guys, we got acceleration as 2 meter per second square. So now let us find T1. For T1, FBD of 3 kg block. So upward force is T1, downward force is gravitational force, that is 30 newtons. Acceleration is upwards, A equal to how much? 2. So what is the equation here? T1 minus 30 equal to 6, therefore T1 equal to 36 newtons. Okay. What is T2? What is T2? Take this one, 5 kg block. Upward force, upward external force T2, downwards force 15 newtons gravitational force is acting downwards, and acceleration A equal to 2 meter per second square. So what is the equation here? 50 minus T2 equal to 5 2s are 10, no? Therefore T2 equal to 40 newtons. While T1 equal to 36 newtons, T2 equal to 40 newtons here. So we found tension and gravitational force. Look here. So in the arrangement shown, all the surfaces are smooth, strings and pulleys are light. Find the tension in the string. A single pulley system and single rope system. Here tension will be acting like this, T. Here it will be T like this, okay. And here two blocks are of equal mass. So in which direction the sliding will take place here? In this direction. Why? Because this is 53 degrees while this is 37 degrees. This is more, this slope is more than this one, no? So it is having acceleration A in this direction while this one is having acceleration A in this direction here. So now I am considering this entire, these two blocks and this rope, entire all the bodies given here as a single system here. So what is total mass I am considering? 2 kg plus 2 kg is 4 kg is the total mass. Next one, what is the net pulling force? F net equal how much? Let us find out. Previously it was in vertical direction, so we easily calculate there, but here, so you have to find the pulling force. Pulling force acts in this direction, no? So how much pulling force acts here? Since gravitational force is like this, no, in this direction, so this is one component, this is another component. You know, while we consider a block here, if gravitational force is like this, if this is theta, if this is mg, mg is resolved normal to the plane, parallel to the plane. Where is theta here? Theta will be here, no? So this is mg cos theta, and the component along the plane is mg sin theta. Keep this point in mind. So here what is the component here? Mg sin theta. So what is mg here? 20 sin 53 degrees. So on this one here, it is how much here? Here this is 20 sin 37 degrees. Got it? So what is F net here? So this 20 sin 53 degrees equal to 20 into sine 53 is 4 by 5, why 4 times 16 newtons, and while this one equal to 20 into sine 37 is 3 by 5, 4 times 12 newtons. Here this is 12 newtons. So here 16 newtons is acting, here 12 newtons is acting. So net pulling force is 16 newtons minus 12 newtons, that equal to 4 newtons. So what is the acceleration here? Equal to F net by m, that equal to 4 by 4 equal to 1 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. So this is the common acceleration. This block is sliding down with the acceleration 1 meter per second square. This is sliding up with the same acceleration here. Now what is tension? Now T equal to how much? Shall I take this one as FBD here? Yes. So we can consider two directions here. One is along the plane, other one is normal to the plane. Normal to the plane, it is not having any motion. It is having motion along the plane, no? So we have to consider these two forces here like this. So this is 2 kg block. This is the tension T. This is how much? 16 newtons. In this direction, it is having acceleration A equal to 1 meter per second square. Therefore, what is net force here? 16 minus T is the net force, equal to how much? 2A equal to 2. Therefore, T equal to 14 newtons. So the tension force is 14 newtons. What it? Simple or not? Simple. Next question is question number 6. A uniform rope of mass m and length L, capital L, is attached to the ceiling of a lift. Once again I am reading out. A uniform rope of mass m and length capital L is attached to the ceiling of a lift. The other end of the rope is attached to a block of mass capital M. The lift is moving up with a constant acceleration a0. Find the tension in the rope at a distance x from the ceiling as shown in the figure. So here, from the ceiling at some distance x, we have to find the tension in the rope. Okay, and this is not a massless rope. If it is a massless rope, tension at every point will be same. Okay, so let us solve this one. So what we have to find, guys? The tension at this point. At this point, T equal to how much? What shall we do? Let us choose an FBD here, and this lift is going up with an acceleration a0 here, no? Right. So I am choosing this part as FBD. So you know what I am choosing as FBD? This capital, this block, as well as this part of the rope. What is the length of this part? L minus x. So from here to here it is x, no? So remaining part is L minus x. Now this one I am choosing as FBD. Now I have to find tension force at this point. It is acting in upward direction. Okay, so now I am choosing this one as a system here. I am choosing this one as a system. This part of rope and this block as our system. So to avoid confusion, let me take this one as a single point mass. Yes, I am making this block and this rope as a point mass here. And what is its mass? Let the mass of this one. See, previously the mass of this rope is m, no? Let us take this one as m dash. Let us check what is m dash later. So what is the total mass of this one here? M plus m dash. This is our system. So what are the external forces acting on our system now? In upward direction, T is acting, and in downward direction, what is acting here? Gravitational force due to this block is acting downwards, as well as gravitation. Two masses are there here. One is block as well as massive rope is there. So gravitational force will be acting on this block as well as this one. So there are two contributions of gravitational forces here. One is from the block, other one is from the rope. So what is total gravitational force here? m plus m dash g downwards. So there are two external forces acting on our system. One is tension force upwards, other one is the gravitational force, combined gravitational force downwards. So what is this acceleration? In which direction it is having acceleration? As this is fixed to the roof of this elevator is accelerating in upward direction. So our entire system is having an acceleration in upward direction, that is a naught. Okay. Now our target is to find what is tension here. So what is the equation? Net force F net equal to ma. What is F net here? T minus m plus m dash g equal to m plus m dash into a naught. That implies T equal to, this one standing that side, m plus m dash, this one standing that side, this is g plus a naught. Got it now? Now let us check what is m dash. What is m dash? M dash equal to mass per unit length into length of this part of the rope. Which part? L minus x part. So this is mass per unit length into L minus x. Got it? Mass per unit length into L minus x. This is the mass of this part of string here. So into, okay, this is mass, no? So now, therefore, what is tension? T equal to m plus m by L into L minus x to g plus a naught. Got it? Simple or not? Simple. This is simple, no? So next question is question number 7. Consider the situation as shown in the figure. The boy of mass capital M holds the light rope and the system is at rest. If M is the mass of the box, find the force exerted by the boy on the rope and contact force between the boy and the box. Force exerted by the boy on the rope and contact force between the boy and the box. See how much force the boy is exerting on this rope, that is tension force, and the contact force, that is the normal reaction force or normal contact force between the boy and the floor of the elevator, floor of the box. Okay, see what shall we do here? Let us take FBD of boy. Since this entire thing is at rest, so there is no acceleration here. The boy is in rest, box is in rest, it is in rest here. So to find the forces, normal contact force as well as tension force, let us take FBD of boy. FBD of boy. Okay, let us make him as a point mass. What is his mass? Capital M. So what is first force acting on him? Downward force, mg, gravitational force, mg is acting on him. See, this boy, we have chosen this boy alone as a system. So this rope will be an external object, this box will be an external object, and also gravitational force due to the earth is also external force, you know. So we have to take care of these things here. The first one is gravitational force, I have it drawn here, and here it is the tension force, T, single rope system, no? Tension is T only. Here also on this box tension is T. On this pulley tension is T. On this pulley here tension is T. Right. So on the boy, first force, gravitational force has been drawn here. Next one, upward direction, tension force is there due to string. And any other forces? He is in contact with the floor of the box here. So box pushes him in upward direction. I told you contact force is pushing force. So it acts in upward direction. So that is N here. So So got it? All the forces that are acting on the boy. One is gravitational force, which is external force here, tension force, as well as normal reaction force. Tension, normal reaction both acting upwards, and gravitational force downwards. And what is the acceleration? A equal to 0. Since he is in rest, acceleration is 0. What does it mean? Sum of upward forces equal to sum of downward forces. N plus T equal to mg. This is equation 1. So we got one equation, N plus T equal to mg. What we have to find actually here? We have to find normal reaction equal to how much, as well as the tension in the rope equal to how much. Two variables are there, two unknown quantities are there. But we got only one mathematical equation. Two unknowns, one equation. So we have to make one more equation. See what are there here to make one more equation. And keep one point in mind. What are given quantities here? Given, small m is given to us, mass of the box is given to us, capital M, mass of the boy is given to us. Okay, so answer must be in terms of these two. So let us choose now FBD of box. So let me take it as a point mass. What is the mass of the block? M. First force is gravitational force acting on this, mg downwards. Okay, so gravitational force is an external force to every system we chose. So here now we have to check for contact forces which are acting on the system from outside. So on this box, now what are the contact forces? One is tension force. No, this rope, this part of rope is pulling it upwards, so tension force T. Okay, so it is in contact with rope. Is it in contact with anybody else here? It is contact with this boy also. No, this boy is pushing this floor of this box in downward direction, while the floor of the box is pushing the boy in upward direction. The boy pushes by Newton's third law. So in downward direction also normal reaction is done, because this floor of the box is applying normal reaction N on the boy. Therefore the boy is applying the same normal reaction due to Newton's third law here, right? So what is the acceleration? A equal to 0, because box is also in rest only, no? So upward forces equal downward forces. T equal to N plus mg. Let me write this one like this, or otherwise implies T minus N equal to mg. This is equation 2. Now 1 plus 2 implies N cancels, no? 2t equal to m plus m into g implies T equal to m plus m into g whole by 2. This is the tension force. A normal reaction, you can get normal reaction from this one. N equal to how much? T minus mg. M plus m by 2 into g minus mg. Okay, this is equal to you can solve it. Okay, so here students, you may get doubt regarding this one. Most of you think that this tension force is an internal force, because this tension force is acting within the box. It is not within the box or outside the box. It depends on the system we chose. We have chosen this boy as our system. Then anything which is not within the boy will be an outside body only. So this rope is an outside part. Okay, don't think that it is inside the box now, so it is internal force. We should not consider internal force. Don't think like that. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, you can find out this one. Problem is easy or not? Easy. Simple thing is we have to apply the basics properly. Okay, so I have taken FBD of this boy, drawn the forces, FBD of box separately. We made two equations. We can simply solve it. Next question. A man of mass 60 kg is standing on a massless weighing machine here. Find the weight of the man in the following situation. Man holds the rope and the system is at rest. So this is the first problem where we have entered with the two pulley system. This is see here, this is the first problem where two pulleys are involved. Okay, till now we have dealt with only single pulley. No, this is the first case of two pulleys. Okay, see, in this case this entire system is at rest. This entire system is at rest. This is weighing machine, this is massless plank, two pulleys and ropes like this. Now what is being asked here? Weight of the man. What is weight of the man? Weight means what? Normal reaction. Normal reaction uses apparent weight. In this situation, what is the weight of the man? That is not true weight. In this situation, what will be the weight? When the man is holding the rope, in this situation, what is the weight? Let us see. FBD of man. And before that, how many rope systems are there here? There are two rope systems are there. There are two rope systems here. Two rope systems. Let it be system 1, let it be system 2. So tension here is T1, here tension is T1, and this is rope 2, no? Or otherwise let me take T. Then what will be tension here? Because here the tension will be T, here the tension will be T. So this 2T tension force is pulling the pulley downwards. So here it is 2T. And here 2T. Here 2T. So here 2T. Got it, no? So in first rope system we have chosen tension as T here. And in second rope system it will be, due to this situation, it is 2T here. Okay, now let us find the normal reaction of this man. Let us draw FBD of man. Let us make him as a point mass. What is his mass? 60 kg. So mass is 60 kg. So gravitational force is 600 newtons downwards. So what are the forces acting? Gravitational force is external force. Now what are the other external forces acting on him here? See, he is holding this rope, no? This rope is pulling his hands in upward direction. So tension T upwards, as well as he is standing on this weighing machine. So normal reaction upward direction. This is N here. So what is the equation? And it is in rest, no? So acceleration A is 0. So T plus N equal to 600 newtons. This is equation 1. So now we have to find this N here. One more variable is there. It should be eliminated. So let us make one more mathematical equation. So what shall we choose to make a mathematical equation? What are the bodies here? A massless plank is here, no? Let us take FBD of massless plank. FBD of plank. What are the forces acting on the plank here? Let us make a plank as a point object. Mass M equal to 0. Upward force 2T. Upward force is 2T. Sorry, this one 2T is there. Here one more rope is there, no? So upward force 3T. And see here, it is in contact with one more body. Its gravitational force is 0. Mg equal to 0 here, because it is not having any mass. But see, it is in touch with this weighing machine, no? So it experiences a normal reaction in downward direction. Now, so F net equal to MA. So here F net equal to 0. What is F net here? Because we can take anything, no? Right side value is 0. 3t minus n equal to 0 implies n equal to 3t. This is equation 2. Let us substitute this in here in equation 1. Substituting this in equation 1, t plus 3t equal to 600, 4t equal to 600, t equal to 150 newtons. So normal reaction n equal to 3t, that equal to 450 newtons. Therefore, weight of the man equal to 450 newtons, or it is equal to 45 kg. See, a 60 kg person is feeling as if he is a 45 kg person here. Got it? So how simple problem is? While looking at the diagram, it seems that the problem is little tough, but actually it is not tough, no? Yes. Guys, next question is, all the surfaces are smooth here and the string and the pulley are light. Pulley is light, string is light. Find the mass of the hanging block. Find the mass of the hanging block which will prevent the smaller block from slipping over the triangular block. See here, a smooth table is there, a pulley is attached here. Over this pulley, a rope, this mass is attached here, a wedge is attached here, smooth wedge. On this smooth wedge, a 2 kg block is placed here. See, if this rope is not there, this system is not there, if 2 kg block is placed on this wedge, immediately what happens? It slips down because this is a smooth surface. What he is asking us, what should be the mass? Okay, in which case? In the case where this 2 kg block, the small block does not slide down this wedge here. So we should choose a mass capital here such that it sees that this 2 kg block does not slide over this one. Seems to be a bit complicated, but this is very simple if you understand it properly. So we should take care that this block does not slip down. To see that this block does not slip down, what we have to do? If we keep this one like this, it will slip down, no? We have to move this wedge in rightward direction. If this wedge is moved leftward direction, this will slide down. If this wedge is moved in rightward direction, this can be stopped from sliding down. Okay, we got same type of problem in normal contact force. Got it? Check once. If you didn't go through that topic, check once. Same concept here. Other than that, here tension force is involved, everything is same. So here, a force must be pulling this wedge rightwards to see that 2 kg block does not slip down. So, what is that force? That is a tension force. And you know, in this case, if this block does not slip down, it has a horizontal acceleration given by g tan theta. We got there that expression. So you keep that expression in mind. Keep that expression in mind. And here theta is given as 37 degrees. Is given 37 degrees. Okay. Right. So here A equal to g tan theta. Yes. In this case, suppose if any block is placed on a smooth wedge, and if it has to be seen that the block does not slide down the wedge, the horizontal acceleration must be equal to g tan theta, where theta is this one. not this one. Okay, so memorize this one. This is g tan theta. So this acceleration is provided by which force? Tension force. So what is tension force here? On how much mass this tension force is acting? This mass plus this mass. So tension force T equal to 3 plus 2 m into g tan 37 degrees, that equal to 5g tan 37 degrees. 5 into g 10 into tan 37 degrees. What is tan 37 degrees? 3 by 4. Okay, so this is equal to shall we keep it like this? Two 5 times 25, 75 by 2 newtons. So tension force is 75 by 2 newtons. But our target is to find m, no? So now how much m must be there? So what you will do now? FPD of m. Let us check what are the forces acting on m. Let us make it a point mass first. This is m. Upward force is tension T, no? Single rope system. Downward force is mg. If this one is having acceleration rightwards, it is having acceleration downwards. Same acceleration downwards. Acceleration A. So T upwards, mg downwards, A equal to g tan 37 degrees downwards. This is mass m. Now, so mg minus T equal to mg tan 37 degrees. What is T here? 75 by 2. So mg minus 75 by 2 equal to here m g tan 37, 3 by 4. So 75 by 2 equal to mg minus 3 by 4 mg, 1 by 4 mg by 4. 2 goes 2 times. Mg equal to 150 newtons. That implies m equal to 15 kg weight. So mass is 15 kg. This is mg, no? Mg equal to 150 newtons. Mg is force. So g is 10. So m equal to how much? 15 kg. Easy. Next question is question number 10. Again we got an easy question here. A pendulum of mass small m is hanging from the ceiling of a car having an acceleration a0. See, an acceleration a0 with respect to the road. This car is having an acceleration a0 with respect to the road here. Find the angle made by the string with the vertical and tension in the string. So, what we have to find? Theta equal to how much? Tension T equal to how much? We can do this problem by standing on the ground and watching this event, that is from inertial frame of reference, and we can go into the car and watch the event, that is non-inertial frame of reference. Let us opt the second one. Within the car, non-inertial frame of reference. So, we are observing this event being within the car. So, non-inertial frame of reference. Okay, let me draw the forces here. Bob is there. So this Bob is hanging like this. I am not taking this string here. Our system involves only this Bob. Okay, just for direction purpose I have taken this one. So what will be acting? This, its mass is m, no? So external force is gravitational force mg will be acting here in this direction, and in this direction tension will be there. This is theta. Tension will be there. Tension can be resolved in two directions. This is, if this is theta, this will be theta. So this is a t sin theta and this is a t cos theta. Now since we have, ours is a non-inertial frame of reference now, since this car is having acceleration a0, so we have to drive pseudo force on this mass m. In which direction? Opposite to a0. So how much? m a0. See now, this Bob is in equilibrium. We are sitting on the car and we are watching the Bob here. So Bob is always in front of us. It is in equilibrium here. Vertically it is not having any acceleration. Horizontally it is not having any acceleration. So this is in equilibrium. So now what are the forces here? In vertical direction, t cos theta equal to mg. Because it is not having any acceleration, that means upward forces and downward forces, both of them are same. So t cos theta equal to mg, equation 1. And in horizontal direction, t sin theta equal to m a0. So first let us find what is being asked in this question: tension as well as angle theta. Theta equal how much? First let us find theta here. So dividing this, tan theta equal to a0 by g, that implies theta equal to tan inverse a0 by g. Theta equal to tan inverse a0 by g. So next one, t. What shall we do? Let us squaring and adding on both sides. So t square cos square theta plus t square sin square theta. T square we are taking common here. So t square equal to m square g square plus m square a0 square. M square we are taking it as common, g square plus a0 square. So tension T equal to m into root of g square plus a0 square. This much tension is acting here. Next question is question number 11. See, a pulley fixed to the ceiling of an elevator car carries a thread whose ends are attached to the loads of masses 3m and m. The car starts going up with an acceleration g by 5. Assuming the masses of the pulley and the thread as well as friction to be negligible, find the force exerted by the pulley on the ceiling of the car. See, this pulley is exerting some force on the ceiling, no? This force in this direction. You have to find that force. That is none other than, it is equal to reaction force, as this one pulls the pulley down here T. So this rope pulls the pulley in upward direction 2T. Therefore in this entire string the tension will be 2T only, no? So at this point also the tension are equal to 2T. So we have to find the tension force in the string, then we will get the answer here, right? See, we can solve this problem in two ways. So one is from standing on the ground and watching this event, that is inertial frame of reference. Ground is inertial frame of reference. The other one is going into the elevator and watching this event, that is a non-inertial frame of reference. So here if we consider inertial frame of reference, we have to consider the relative motion of these blocks with respect to ground. So who are weak in case of relative motion, don't go for this one. Okay, I will tell you simple method. The simple method is going into the elevator and considering non-inertial frame of reference. Let us do that one. It is very simple. Working from elevator that is non-inertial frame. So in this case what happens is we have to draw extra forces here. Let me draw this diagram once again. This is mass m, this is mass 3m. See here this is tension T, here tension T, at this point here tension T, at this point here tension T. So in this rope the tension will be 2T, as you know before, reaction force in the tension is in this wire is 2T, no? So if you find 2T, if you find T, so answer will be 2T. So I have to find tension here first. So let me draw the forces. What are the forces acting on these blocks? Since we have considered non-inertial frame of reference, in addition to the gravitational forces here, so what is the force here? mg gravitational force here, 3 mg gravitational force. Other force, pseudo force. Since it is accelerating in upward direction, pseudo force will be downward direction. What is it? ma naught, no? So here mg by 5. Here 3 mg by 5. So now these are the forces acting here. Okay. Now we are considering, as we did previously, let us repeat the same things here. Now we have to consider this block 3m is coming down, this is going up. We have to find net pulling force here. So what is net pulling force? F net equal to, so 3 mg plus 3 by 5 mg minus these forces, minus mg minus mg by 5. This is equal to 3 mg minus mg 2 mg, 3 by 5 mg minus mg by 5, 3 minus 1 2 by 5 mg plus 2 by 5 mg. So this is equal to 12 by 5 mg here. So F net equal to 12 by 5 mg, and total mass pulled is how much? This m and this 3m, no? So 4m. So what is acceleration? This one is having acceleration in upward direction, this one is having acceleration downward direction, no? So what is acceleration? F net by m total. What is F net? 12 mg by 5 into 4m. mm cancels, 4 goes 3 times, so this is equal to 3 by 5 g. Acceleration is 3 by 5 g. So now we have to find tension force here. So how to find tension force? Let us take this one, FBD of m. So make it a point mass. This is m. Upward force is T. Downward force is how much? 1 plus 1 by 5, 6 by 5 mg. Acceleration is upwards. How much? 3 by 5 g. So what is the net force here? Upward acceleration means this force is greater than this force. So T minus 6 by 5 mg equal to 3 by 5 mg. T equal to 6 by 5 plus 3 by 5, 9 by 5 mg. But here how much force is acting on pulley? 2T. So here also, because this is also a massless string, so what is force here? 2T. Therefore R equal to, let us say this one as R, that is the pulley is pulling this rope, this roof of the elevator with a force R given by R equal to 2T, that equal to 18 by 5 mg. See how much simple the problem has become here. Question is, question number 12, consider the arrangement shown below. Find the acceleration of the block when a monkey of mass m moves upward with respect to rope with acceleration a naught. Assume the surface to be smooth, pulley and strings to be light. Okay. So in this case, the acceleration of monkey is A naught here, A naught is with respect to rope. Let the mass of the monkey is m here. Let A be the absolute acceleration of this block, that is A is the acceleration of this block with respect to ground. In such problems, we have to express all the accelerations with respect to ground first. See here, this is absolute acceleration, that is acceleration of this block with respect to ground, and this is assumed quantity. No need to bother about this. But what about this A naught? A naught is not absolute acceleration. It is acceleration of the monkey with respect to this rope, not with respect to ground. So we have to express the acceleration of this monkey with respect to ground. So for all such problems, when you face these type of problems, take care that you should express all the accelerations with respect to ground, and after that drawing FBDs and solving the equations as usual as you did before, right? See, and before that, what are given quantities here? See, always you must be clear with the given quantities and assumed quantities, because after solving problems you should not be confused with what quantities must be present in the answer. Okay, assumed quantities must be avoided always. So what is given here? What are given quantities here? Mass of the block capital M is given to us, small m monkey's mass is given to us, this acceleration of monkey with respect to rope A naught is also given to us, and we have assumed, what we have assumed here, A is assumed quantity. A should not be present in final answer. See now, let us express acceleration of monkey with respect to ground. So acceleration of monkey with respect to ground. So acceleration of monkey with respect to ground equal to acceleration of monkey with respect to rope plus acceleration of rope with respect to ground. So this is equal to, what is acceleration of monkey with respect to rope? A naught. In which direction? Upwards. Let us take upwards as positive. A naught plus acceleration of rope with respect to ground. See, rope is coming down in this direction, no? So acceleration A for the rope is downwards. So this is minus A. So magnitude of acceleration of this rope is A only. So with respect to ground, A is coming down like this. So upward direction is taken as positive here. So we have to take minus A. So what is this? A naught minus A. What is A naught minus A? This is acceleration of monkey with respect to ground. This is A naught minus A. A naught minus A is in which direction? This is in upward direction. Got it? Look here now. Now FBD of monkey. See, our first step is over now. We have expressed the acceleration of monkey with respect to ground, and this A is acceleration of block with respect to ground. So now the problem is ready. Now we can deal it as usual. So FBD of monkey. And what is our target? What do we have to find here? This A equal to how much? We have to find this acceleration. So let us take FBD of monkey. I am making monkey as a point mass. Its mass is m. Upward direction on these hands here, tension T is acting on this block also in this direction. T is acting in this rope, tension is T, let us suppose. So upward force, since we have chosen monkey as the system, rope is an external object now. So one more force is mg downwards, and its acceleration is not A naught. A naught minus A is the acceleration with respect to ground. A naught minus A. So now what is the equation here? Force equation. So T minus mg equal to m A naught minus A. This is equation 1. Next, we got one equation. Next, FBD of block M. See, I am drawing this block M here. What is the only external force acting on this one? Because in vertical direction it is not having any motion, so I am not considering normal reaction and gravitational force here. Only one force which is responsible for its acceleration is T. This T is responsible for this acceleration, and this is absolute acceleration of this block A. So what is the equation here? T equal to ma. This is equation 2. Now we want to find A. So A in terms of what? Previously I told you what are given quantities there. Capital M is given to us, small m is given to us, A naught is given to us. So here we should get A in terms of capital M, small m and A naught only. So T must be vanished. So with that knowledge only we can know that T should be kept here or not. T should be vanished here. How you know? Because given quantities are these things only. So answer must be having only these quantities. Okay. So from that knowledge only we are clear that we should eliminate this T from these equations here. So let us eliminate here. 1 in 2 implies ma minus mg equal to ma naught minus ma. A terms one side, m plus m into a equal to m into g plus a naught. That implies a equal to small m by capital M plus this into g plus a naught. This is the answer. So the block is moving with an absolute acceleration which depends on the mass of the monkey, mass of the block, acceleration due to gravity as usual, and relative acceleration of the monkey with respect to rope. Okay, simple problem. So first what we did first, acceleration of monkey is expressed in terms of acceleration with respect to ground. Problem was ready then. Immediately we took FBD of this monkey, FBD of this block separately, made two equations, solved them. Simple. Problem is very easy, no? Question is question number 13. Find the acceleration of each block in the situation shown below. All surfaces are smooth and pulleys and strings are light. Pulleys are light, strings are light, and all the surfaces are smooth here, right? So our target is to find acceleration of this block and acceleration of this block. Okay, find the acceleration of each block. See here, previously we dealt problems using single pulley or two pulleys but fixed pulleys. Now this is the case where we are finding a free pulley here. This is not fixed one, this is free pulley. So let us see, in such a case we have to be careful while finding the accelerations of each objects in this case. So let us see what happens actually here. This is smooth surface, no? And we are holding, suppose, this block like this initially. The setup is like this. Suppose if we remove our hand like this, what happens? This one will fall down, this one will come down, no? Move downwards, and this one will move rightwards. See what happens in this case. I am drawing this section here. So this section, this is pulley B. So what happens now? This pulley, it moves downwards like this. And this is the block. This is the new position of block. See, if the pulley moves downwards like this, let us suppose that it moves a distance some x here. So what will be change in length on this part of this segment of this rope? Here also there will be a change x in the length of the rope. Okay, and in this part of the rope there is increase in length of the rope. How much? X. In this segment of the string also there is some increase, an equal increase will be there, no? That is also x. So now tell me how much distance this block has moved here? X. So corresponding to this one, let us suppose that its acceleration is a. At the same time, see here, in this segment there is an increase in length whose value is x. In this segment also there is an increase by some value x. So what is the total increase in length of this rope from this point to this point? 2x increase is there. And there is single rope here. If in this part of the rope, if there is a 2x increment is there, then what about this part? There will be 2x decrement will be there. So the length of the rope decreases by 2x. Now this box will come here like this. This is M. So this is 2x. It has moved a distance of 2x. So for a distance moved through x, if acceleration is a, for a distance moved 2x, what will be its acceleration? Previously I told you, its acceleration will be 2a. Regarding tension and pulleys theoretical part in Newton's laws, if you didn't watch it, watch it. There I explained this one. The accelerations are directly proportional to the displacements. So here the displacement of this block is x. Here the displacement of this block is 2x. So if the acceleration of this block is a, then the acceleration of this block must be 2a. Got it? Yes. Now, so we are ready with accelerations here. This acceleration is a and that acceleration is 2a. Now let us draw FBDs here. So now let us draw tension forces. What is tension in this string? Let us suppose that it is T. If this is T here, what is tension across this pulley? This is the T by 2, T by 2. Okay? Because on this pulley, in this rope, tension is T everywhere, means this is the tension acting on the block in upward direction, and on the pulley, tension will be T only. So here it must be T by 2, T by 2, because upward forces must be equal to downward forces. Let us suppose that this is a 2T, this is 2T, then this is T and T. So now, if this tension is T, this tension is T, then what about this tension? This is also T only. And what about this part of tension? This is also T only. Then what about this one? This is also T only. Now let us draw FBD of 2M. FBD of 2M block. What is upward force? 2T. What is downward force? Acceleration 2mg. What is its acceleration? It is downwards. Acceleration A. So what is the force equation here? 2mg minus 2t equal to 2ma. 2's cancels here, that implies mg minus t equal to ma. This is equation 1. Okay. Now FBD of M. See, our target is to find acceleration, okay, and we are not interested to find this tension. So here in this equation 2 variables are there. A is one variable, T is one variable, that is unknown quantity. So one equation alone is not sufficient for us. So we do require one more equation. So we are using FBD of this block also. So this is M. Normal contact force and gravitational force, they are not needed here because this acceleration is horizontal, pure horizontal. So this is T and this acceleration is 2a. So what is the force equation here? T equal to 2ma. This is equation 2. So now A equal to how much? Substitute this 2 in 1. mg minus, what is T? 2ma. mg minus 2ma equal to ma. This implies 3ma 3 ma equal to mg, mm cancels, a equal to g by 3. See, the acceleration of this block is g by 3 and the acceleration of this block is twice that of that, 2 by 3 g. Got it? Simple or not? Yes.